What's up? Welcome back to the Manny Bagga Show. Part number 2.
That's right.
Recapping what happened last week. We are bringing over the series in 3 steps. As such, explaining to them the step number 1 was?
What's the most valuable asset in your business as a realtor?
Okay. So what was that?
So the first video we talked about, if you're in the real estate business, you need to be very clear on what you're building. It's not just sales,
Correct.
It's not just transactions,
Correct.
but you're actually cultivating and building relationships. Because those relationships are going to become your most valuable asset in the business. So last week we gave some examples on a 20-year, 30-year, 40-year career.
Correct.
On creating those relationships. You end up with a certain number of clients.
Correct.
But a portion of those clients will become your advocates, we call them.
Absolutely.
Advocate are people that are actually rooting for you. They're passing your name along. Anytime real estate comes up, they're recommending you. They're like your word of mouth, free advertising that's extremely powerful.
Absolutely correct.
They are the most valuable asset of your business. So cultivating relationships we talked about, as well as developing those advocates. And now, today, the real question is, if you're in real estate and you're looking to shift maybe into other projects, or just it's been a 20, 30, 40-year career and you're looking to step back, real estate needs to have an exit strategy.
100%.
So today we can get into what is the real exit strategy for a realtor in a realtor's business.
Absolutely. So the audience who are watching, might you or did not watch the step 1, in this video we are watching that, hey, you work in your profession 20 years, 30 years, 40 years. Now you plan that, hey, I wanted to work only 20 hours, or I wanted to work remotely. I wanted to be in a Kelowna. I wanted to be in Palm Springs. I wanted to be in Mexico, or I wanted to be XYZ place in the whole world.
100%.
But still, you work 20 years, you dedicated, you put those produce, just like you said, hey, you produce advocates.
Yes.
So if you're 20 years, you have 100 advocates. You have it 30 years, you have 150.
Yeah.
You have it 40 years, you have 200 advocates. You have 200 soldiers who are ready to work for you, but if you are doing a leverage. So today, we're understanding to do exit strategy.
That's right.
So explain to me what is the exit strategy is, why exit strategy is important in any profession.
Well, like we talked about, it's about taking advantage of all the hard work that you've done, so that you have options. That's the main thing.
Okay.
Last video we joked about how nobody's been to a realtor's retirement party, because realtors tend not to retire. They don't take advantage of all their hard work. So an exit strategy is extremely important because it allows you to still get compensated financially, so that you can either back off and do nothing, or take on other projects. Take on things that you're more interested in, and pull back your hours.
Correct.
Real estate's a very demanding career.
Correct.
And it's not something you can do at 20% or 50%. You got to give it the full effort to get the results.
Absolutely.
So the exit strategy gives you an ability so that you can take the pressure off of the day-to-day, but still be involved in the business, so it frees up time to do other things. That's the main thing in my mind.
Fantastic. So let me explain to you such. So if I look at it myself, just like every lawyer does a exit strategy.
That's right.
Just like you explained, a doctor has it, a mortgage broker,
That's
or
right.
any person out there who really built up and they wanted to leverage your old clientele.
That's right.
Okay, so let's come to this chart, okay? So we will go back. So think this is you. Let's say such work 20 years, 30 years, 40 years,
That's right.
and you create, let's say, 100, 150, 200 soldiers, and now you to do that.
That's
so
right.
in exit strategy, and simplify the persons who are watching today so they can understand how this is going to work. So you create advocates.
That's right.
Correct? You create 100, 200, 300, 400. It depends how many people do you have it in your database, because database is a book where you can leverage or you can partner with somebody else.
That's right.
So what are you going to do with it? You can come back and partner with a team.
That's right.
If you remember that every lawyer, they become a partner with a other company. Did you understand why they do that?
Well, I assume to leverage what they already have, so that they can expand their resources.
Correct. So that's number one. Same thing with the doctor, same thing with the cardiologist or pharmacist or any single thing. Why they become a partner with team? So they can leverage them.
That's right.
So think they don't need to send an email. They don't need to send a postcard. They don't need to send a birthday card, or they don't need to somebody say, hey, I want to show this property, and they don't need to show that property, but they say, hey, one of my business partner will be looking after.
That's right.
That's exactly what a lawyer does. Any law firm, they come down and join with another firm and they become a partner with them.
Yeah.
So they can work, somebody calls, say, hey, Such, I worked with you 15 years back. I wanted to buy a home, or my daughter wanted to buy a home, or my friend wanted to relocating. What you do at this point, that because you work and you partner with another company.
That's right.
So then you become a partner with XYZ team, or for example, you work with a Bagga Team.
That's right. Absolutely.
Somebody is working 20, 30, 40 years and you become a partner with them.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay? So partnership, it means at this moment you take your database, but that person can do 80-20.
Yeah.
So that team will do 80% of the work, you do 20% of the work.
Yeah, basically you have the relationship and they bring the expertise and the workflow.
Correct.
They take care of the operation in terms of what needs to happen through the transaction and servicing it, but the relationship is still you because you built that relationship over time.
Absolutely. You are still the face.
Yeah.
You're still the initial contact for all those people you connected with.
That's right.
over the years,
Yep.
correct? So the people that are watching, so you are still at the front.
Yeah.
You create these advocates. Now you become a partner with a team. You connect this team with your advocates.
That's right. Makes sense.
You still managing it.
Yeah.
You're still account holder for every single thing, what's happening. You know every single thing happened. If any referral came, or somebody who bought, who don't bought.
So to understand full transparency,
100%.
but you can be as involved or as little or as much involved as you like,
100%.
Depending on your comfort level.
100%.
Yeah, makes sense.
In exit strategy, my looking at it, that you are only looking to work 20%,
Yeah.
and this team is looking to do a work for you the 80%.
Makes sense. Yeah.
So you can leverage these people to bring this team back.
Makes sense.
Is that clear?
Yeah, frees up time off your schedule and frees up a lot of the stress, a lot of the operation that you have to conduct in the real estate.
So simplify, all the audience are looking at it. What did you learn out of this exit strategy for the moment, truly?
I learned that this asset, the most valuable asset in your business, the advocates you've developed, when you want to take some time off or you want to take a step back, you can partner with a team who can take over the workflow while you simply maintain the relationship, which is essentially the fun part. And that way it creates a win-win-win all around, and everybody's taken care of in this situation. That's what I see.
Did you understand that? I felt this way. The people are not partnered with any team or with anybody else. The person they built up the business over 20, 30, 40 years, the business can die down within max 1 year.
100%, yeah.
You can understand that if you are not connecting to your past clients,
Yep.
they will forget, because you never gonna come in front of their face.
That's right.
You have to be in front of them. That is a key part.
Yep.
And then that's why a lot of our business partners are lacking behind, because they do not connect with those past clients and they lose a lot of business.
100%.
So think, when you are 30 years or 40 years in a business, you don't have energy to text them. You don't have energy to send them postcards or mail or any single thing. You need to be partnered with somebody else who can do the work for you. You are still connecting, leveraging those people.
That's right.
Is that clear?
Yeah. So the flip side is all this work and all this relationships you develop will die out. It's just a matter of time, unless somebody's there to take care of it.
So people that are watching today, now we understand the exit strategy. You can leverage this thing. You can partner with any team or any person who you really trust. But again, at this moment, this is the only one way you can do that. The people that are watching me today, take my words. I'm in 20 years, I'm already started working for my leveraging that, hey, where I'll be in 5 years, where I'll be in 10 years, how much work I'm going to do in next 5 years, when I'll be in production and when I will be not in production, because that is very, very important. I tell my team, I say, hey, I might will be in production in 5 years or not in production, but everybody has a different goals. You definitely need to have a set parameter to do that. So now you understand this, but let's do the flip side. What is the outcome for yearly?
Yeah, okay. So if I guess we're talking about the advocates now,
Correct.
the people that you've developed very strong relationships with,
Correct.
and they become your cheerleaders and they're recommending you business.
Correct.
So you develop some ratios here. For a 20-year career with you're going to have 100 advocates over the course of 20 years.
Correct.
25% means you're going to get 25 leads. That's what you're suggesting there?
Correct. So
Okay.
the people that are watching, Mike, you did not watch the step one. If you did not, please go refer to the step
Yes.
one. You will understand what does that mean to you, because if you sell 20 homes a year, in 20 years, you will sell close to 100 homes or 200 homes or 300 homes. But out of those people, if you have 5 people, they are full advocates, correct?
That's right.
Every year.
Yes.
You work 20 years, so now you have 100 advocates.
That's right.
My theory, that's only my judgment. I could be wrong, okay? But again, in my business, if I have 100 people, 25% are people's going to refer me every year.
That's right.
If I nurture, if I look after these people,
Yeah.
what does that mean to you, Serge? That means that I will get 25 leads / referrals every year.
Yeah. And this isn't just a normal lead. It's a referral coming from somebody who's an advocate for you.
Yeah.
In most cases, this deal's already done.
Absolutely.
As long as it can be processed, usually I find that this type of referral is going to go through. It's going to follow through.
100%. The people that are watching right now, I wanted to explain to you that if you have 100 advocates in your database, the rule of thumb that you are getting at 25% out of those. If you take care of those ones just like on a top notch, every year you can get close to 25 referrals every year over year,
That's
over
right.
year. Okay. If you don't follow up, there's nothing there.
That's right.
Okay. So if you're in 30 years business, how much? How many?
150, 25% is 38 leads.
And if you're in 40 years in the business,
Yeah.
with the same system, how many advocates you have?
200.
And if you have 200 people, the person who advocates, not the data,
That's right.
advocates, 25%, how many referrals?
50 solid
Solid.
referrals. Yeah.
50, 38, you know what the outcome is yearly?
Let's
You know
take a
how
look.
much money? How much dollar is? 25 people, 25 referrals, you divide it by 2. Because if you get a 25 referral, you need to understand that half of the people are not going to buy it.
Yeah.
We need to all understand that. It's another point, you got a 25 referrals, they're all gonna buy. For example, if they buy only half, which is 12 and a half people, they buy from you. Cool.
Yeah.
Because you know that when there's somebody come from referral, they are the most important and the most, I can say, low-hanging fruit.
Yeah.
You can catch it.
That's right.
Okay,
Yeah.
so if this is a 12 and a half, average, I can say commissions, we have it in our industry, right, in here is close to $8,000 if you sell.
Yeah.
Outcome is $100,000.
Yeah.
So 25, half are not gonna buy. If it's a 12, it's $100,000 a year.
That's right.
And now, if you are 30 years in a business, which is 38 transaction, now you have a time 2, 19 closed transaction
That's
in
right.
a year. That's going to give you $152,000 a year.
That's right.
Income. Okay. If it's a 50, which is a 200, you work 40 years at this moment, and if you leverage 25 transactions out of that divided by 25 deals get closed on the base of $8,000, it's a $200,000 revenue generated
Per year. Yep.
per year. So this is the outcome. If you are not leveraging this to think as a business, as an exit strategy, how much money you are leaving on the table.
100%. Yep. Absolutely.
Is that clear? If you think that is a right, please comment below so we can understand that me and Such, what we're trying to explain, which is coming in the upcoming years, because I see a lot of people, they are exiting in real estate industry, but they are not leveraging their past client. If they are interested or they needed to understand how this whole concept is working, hopefully this video will be helpful for you.
That's right.
So recap at this moment. So as an exit strategy, we already built a client relationship in the first video.
Yeah.
Now we're understanding the exit strategy. What is your takeaway? What is the message you are giving to the audience?
To completely simplify this whole conversation, in my mind, this is what it boils down to. If you're in real estate and you want to understand what your business is worth, you need to take a look at how many solid referrals you're getting per year. That's what it boils down to. Those are people that are becoming your advocates. They're referring you business. How many referrals are you getting on an annual basis or a monthly basis? Because that is a clear snapshot of what your business will be worth. And if you're not getting that many, how can you cultivate better relationships to create more referrals? It's about doing the best for your client, staying in touch with them, following through on your promises, and also maintaining communication. The more referral sources you develop in your business, the more valuable your business becomes, as we've shown here. We've given examples, but that's what it boils down to from a day-to-day point of view, is how can I develop referral sources in my business that are long-lasting, because that is what my business will be worth, and that is how I can leverage by partnering with other resources so I can take a step back. In my mind, that's what we're talking about here.
Absolutely, because my message is for all the people who are watching today, and then take away from this video. Number one, if you are thinking to exit after 20 years, if you partner with the right team, you can work with that team and you have $100,000 created by the team and your effort together.
That's right.
It's not one person.
Nope.
You can work on it, you can iterate, but if you partner with the right team, you can have $100,000, $152,000 or $200,000. So think this way, if you work for 20 years, 30 years or 40 years, and you needed to leverage those years as a RSP or TFSA pension. Or pension,
that's right.
Sitting and doing 20% of the work and 80% of the work somebody else will do it. This is the numbers you have it.
100%. Yeah.
Okay. So hopefully this video will help you to determine what it look like. The people that are in the business of 20 years or 30 years and 40 years, if they have any questions, how they connect?
They can reach out just through the social media channel. You can email me directly, search@mannybagga.com, or you can reach me at 587-870-2737.
The people that are viewing, Bagga Teams is number one pillar is to partner with the people who are in the business of 20 years, 30 years, 40 years. We are here to partner with those people who wanted to leverage a team and still wanted to live their life and live their dream, and that's where we are sitting at it. If you guys have any questions, give a call to Such today. He will be explaining to you every single thing, how the process works. That is one of our pillar, and we are working diligently on it to deliver the value. We have nothing to hide. We never can do anything. You can partner with anybody else. That's not our motto. Our motto is to give it back to the industry. So those things you work hard 20, 30, 40 years, don't go in the garbage. Don't go wasted, so you can leverage it and you can partner with somebody else who can take you the next level. Am I right? So,
absolutely, 100%.
So you guys all know, if you think that this channel delivers the value, subscribe, hit the bell button, and comment below, because those comments are
very
important.
Very important, very valuable. Also, the third installment, please check it out, will be coming out next week, and we're going to get into more details about how to choose the right team and how to make sure you're establishing those referral sources.
So stay tuned. Part number 3, comment below, what did you take away from this video and what you like, what you don't like. Oh, by the way, if you think that this video somebody is valuable from them, please share. Thank you so much. Stay smiling, keep blessed. See you next week. Love you.